6.
I had around like 5 or 6 hate accounts so far, and I think they're still going up as we go on.
A 14-year-old in Tolono says he is facing racism from other students after wanting to bring a rally to his hometown. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini. Kobe Clark says because he wanted to celebrate the Black Lives Matter movement, he's faced derogatory and discriminatory language from others online. WCIA 3's Andy Olson is live in the newsroom tonight. So, Andy, when did this start?
Well, Paul, Clark says people started creating social media accounts mocking him within the last week. But he says this isn't the first time something like this has happened. Kobe Clark has heard discriminatory statements throughout his time at school. In the midst of social change around the world, he was excited to hear a group was thinking about bringing a protest to Tolono to fight racial injustice.
I decided to let my social media platform know in case anyone wanted to come, and I received some good news, and people were supporting me, and I was appreciative of that. And then there were some people who were not happy of that.
These are some of the posts that have been directed towards Clark since then. Clark says the posts are from about a dozen fellow students. This was the name of a Snapchat group that Clark was just invited to.
It hurts. It does not feel good when people don't like you or just have a bad feeling about you, and especially hurts when you have multiple people not liking you.
The school district responded to the situation, saying, quote, "We have alerted law enforcement regarding the situation. Unit 7 will not condone any bullying of any kind or discriminatory statements." Village leaders in Tolono say they haven't been contacted about a rally yet. The group considering bringing the protest says there's nothing concrete yet, but Clark hopes this type of event can spark change in his small town.
I just hope there's nothing like that targeted towards technically anybody, but specifically people of color or minorities, like you said. I just don't want any hatred of that because of something that they can't control and something that's beautiful.
Now, Clark says he'll be going to Centennial High School in Champaign in the fall. One of the reasons he's switching school districts is because of that hate in the past. Live in the newsroom, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Let's hope he has a better experience there. Andy, thanks.